In the world of esports, where video games meet passion, one game has defied gravity and soared to new heights. Welcome to the Rocket League Revolution.
Takes it up, 10, across. Call it Mr. Physics!
In 2023, Rocket League had its most successful year in esports ever, amassing almost 500,000 viewers across platforms for its World Championship, and giving out over $8 million in prize money during the year. But how did we get here? To understand the heights we've reached, we need to rewind the clock. Let's embark on a journey through the evolution of Rocket League esports. It begins at the birth of the game in 2015, where people were just getting into the game, realizing how unique and special this game is. With its remarkably accurate controls and mechanics, people began to realize that this game could become a global sensation. At the end of 2015, Rocket League had already garnered over 8 million downloads and $50 million in sales. After quite the successful launch, the Rocket League Championship Series, RLCS, began in 2016, giving Rocket League an official esports tournament sponsored by the company Psyonix. Fun fact, Rocket League was the most downloaded game on PlayStation in 2016. By January 2017, close to a year after they reached 10 million unique players, Rocket League soared to a whopping 25 million unique players, only a year and a half after the game's release.
I think what's so attractive about it is that, well, look at it, it's so easy to understand. Put the ball in the net, you put it in front of grandma, and grandma is going to be like, oh, okay, I get it. It's a matter of seconds before anyone that's unfamiliar with video games understands. The problem with some of the other games that are great games, but MOBAs, for instance, you could watch hours of that and still have no idea what's going on. There's a little bit of knowledge you need from either playing the game or someone to explain it to you. Rocket League, you can just look at it, you get the concept. And I think that's why Rocket League is so attractive and accessible to so many people, and will always have a baseline viewership. No matter the ups and downs, we've seen the ups and downs, we're going through ups and downs, and you'll always have that baseline attraction to it because it's so easy to hold on to.
Rocket League was more competitive than ever, with new players arriving on the scene to try and take the throne from the seasoned veterans. Professional players needed to do more than ever before, putting in 8 to 12-hour days every single day just to compete with the best in the world. During early 2018, RLCS was in its 4th season. This season introduced the RLRS, a secondary league under the RLCS, where new and upcoming talent could compete for their spot in the RLCS. Season 4 also introduced a popularity boom, going from only 2 sponsors for the RLCS to 6, including the host of the Championship Series Finals location in Washington, D.C. By the time Season 5 came around, Tier 1 organizations like Cloud9, NRG, Dignitas, G2 Esports, and many more fielded rosters including the best players in the world for their chance to hold the championship trophy. The RLCS Season 5 Finals bolstered an impressive 200,000 viewers on the final day and is home to arguably the most popular RLCS clip of all time.
The kick off in their favour. Kano tries to clear. It is almost there. It just has to hit the floor. But Panda puts it a long way, and it's almost there. Justin keeps it alive. Turbo's not there. Bounces into the corner. Energy still around. Justin is there for the shot. Justin! This is Rocket League!
The Season 5 Finals was played in the legendary Copper Box Arena. The arena was built for the 2012 Olympic Games and has held multiple events since, including this one.
They asked me, hey, do you want to come and try stage hosting? I'm not going to say no. That was the most terrifying moment of my entire life. Was going in there and then showing up on stage and being the first person to say anything. I had to fill a minute. Sometimes you blank out and you forget what you were going to say. And that happened. My worst fear hit me. On stage, I blanked. Well, at that moment, I realized is the audience is a part of the show. They were my co-commentators, and they saved me.
Moving into Season 6, towards the end of 2018, the RLCS doubled the prize pool from $250,000 to $500,000. 2019 was a big year for the RLCS, adding South America as a new region for the RLCS Finals, as per huge requests from both professional players and fans alike. Previously, the newest region was Oceania, being added in Season 3. RLCS Season 7 introduced a new partnership with E-League. With this partnership, it featured a wide range of content, including a multi-part feature series about the RLCS on TBS television. With RLCS Season 7, the finals was hosted at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Compared to Season 5 in the Copperbox Arena, where they had about 7,000 people, the Prudential Center had over 16,000 people in attendance. Season 7 was also the first RLCS season to host 4 different regions fighting for the World Championship title. This time, the prize pool for the RLCS finals was $530,000, a small leap from Season 6. As Rocket League entered Season 8 of the RLCS, it was clear that the game had firmly established itself as a powerhouse in the esports world. The RLCS Season 8 World Championship, held in Madrid, Spain, was an electric event that captured the hearts and minds of fans worldwide. Season 8, much like Season 7, had a $530,000 prize pool. But for RLCS Season 8, the peak viewership for the finals had around 280,000 viewers across platforms, compared to just a few seasons ago in Season 5, where the viewership numbers came to around 170,000. This stat alone showed how much the interest grew as years went on for Rocket League esports. With Season 9 just around the corner into the new decade, Rocket League saw peak average players per day in the 80,000 range, which was rarely seen for the game at the time. With the start of RLCS Season 9, an expansion from 8 teams to 10 was introduced for Europe and North America, which followed the RLRS expansion one season prior to 10 teams as well. But unfortunately, due to COVID-19 breaking out during this time, the RLCS Season 9 finals in Dallas was cancelled due to the restrictions around COVID-19. They reverted to the regional finals format, where there wouldn't be a world champion, but there would be 4 regional champions. This was the same for the following season as well. Season 9 boasted a whopping $413,000 prize pool for both the North American and European regions, with Oceania getting $82,500 and South America getting $60,000. The year 2020 brought about a new era for Rocket League esports. The online format allowed fans from around the world to engage with the esports scene more than ever. With RLCS Season X, an entirely new format was introduced. Ditching the biannual format, this new format introduced a singular season spanning from 2020 into 2021, separated over 3 splits in a circuit format. The splits being fall, winter, and spring, then the World Championship. Each split also had 3 regional events, in which teams would play for points, and at the end of the 3 events, the top-seeded teams would face off in an international major for that split. With both the North American and European regions having $400,000 prize pools, it further showed that Rocket League was still a thriving esport and was growing. In Oceania, the prize pool was increased to $100,000. Lastly, in South America, the prize pool was also increased to $100,000, showing the support that the extra regions were getting from both Psyonix and the fans. The next RLCS season was in the same format, meaning it was a major success for the esport. In this season, Psyonix was able to make an in-person event happen in Fort Worth, Texas for the finals. This was an amazing announcement for both the community and the professional players, as it meant they had an in-person event to look forward to for the first time in 2 seasons.
Describing the feeling of being in a live event is something that's really hard to describe to someone that hasn't been there. I guess the closest thing I could do is relate it, and again, this doesn't work if you've not been to these, but concerts would be the closest thing. Everyone is there to celebrate one specific thing. We're all there to enjoy ourselves. When you are there and you feel the energy of other people around you, again, same as a concert, all enjoying and cheering or singing along with each other in chorus, there's something inherently emotional about that rises up in you. I always said it, concerts are a drug of their own, and going to an esports event and cheering on a team is the same thing.
The RLCS 2021-22 World Championship boasted a whopping $2 million prize pool, the highest that was ever seen for a single event in Rocket League up until this time. This was also the first season that Sub-Saharan Africa, Middle East and North Africa, and Asia Pacific North and South were added. For this season's World Championship, there was a total of 24 teams fighting for the World Champion title, the most ever seen at an RLCS Finals. The RLCS 2021-22 Finals had the highest concurrent viewership of any finals before it, reaching almost 400,000 viewers. Now, heading into this most recent RLCS season, in-game tournaments were in full flow, meaning viewers could watch their favorite players more than ever. The unique thing about this season was that each region fought for world spots at each international major. So, depending on the placing, each region could gain or lose world spots. These would only be for the group stage spots. The wildcard spots were static and could not be altered. This made way for enthralling storylines throughout the season, like the fact that Europe gained more group stage spots than North America, showing the world that Europe were the better region. After a hard-fought battle and days of competing at the highest level possible, Team Vitality ended up taking the crown. Nevertheless, the prize pool for this RLCS Finals was an astounding $2.1 million, showing the absolute boom in popularity RL Esports has gone through in the 2020s.
Don't look at it like, why would people watch other people play video games? Look at it as in us having a passion and coming together to celebrate the thing we all play. Most people that watch the esport also play. Not all of them. I do know some parents that watch and don't play, but most of them will. And understand that's why. We're just coming together to celebrate that thing and watch people that are the best at the thing they do, the thing they do.
With each passing season, Rocket League Esports evolves, expanding its reach and attracting new viewers, fans, players, and organizations. It continues to be one of the most promising esports around. With solid fan, developer, and org support, there's no telling how big this game could truly become.